You're not on the field, court, or ice.
CWall.
You're on the couch. From PG to DC, this is Coaching from the Couch with your host, CWall. Delivering coverage for all DC sports teams from a hometown perspective. Nats, Skins, Mystics, DC United, Washington Wizards, Caps, Bowie State.
My name's CWall, I'm a PG girl. Down for my skins, I don't know if you heard. If you like watching sports, then I am your girl. Sit down on the couch if you're not on the field. Cold on the ice, pick any sport that you want. Know that I cover it tight. What would you like? From baseball to football and more. The list can go on the whole night. Big shouts out to my HBCU fam. Never forget who I am through the wins and the losses, the highs and the lows. We gotta stay strong, so I stay 10 toes. Make the competition back. The way I kick it make 'em mad, man. CWall and we live and direct. Sit back on the couch and relax. Come on.
Happy Thursday, everybody, and welcome to Coaching from the Couch. We are live down here at the Wharf. I got Gerard from 87 TV Network, and I got my CWall sister, Joy, in the building with me. And listen, I told everybody I wasn't dragging nobody tonight. I said, y'all know what? Well, that was about 15 minutes ago, though. Let me be clear on the timing. I said I was not going to drag anybody. Then as the intro started running, I changed my mind. I said, you know what? I think I had figured out who to drag. Guess you got to watch it till the end to see who gets it. But I'm still in a fantastic mood, as you can see. World Series champions, WNBA champions, last year's Stanley Cup champions. Now they out here saying that DC stands for the District of Champions. Don't forget my Valor now. Arena football champions. They give them some love. Y'all, we doing good around here. Others not so much, but for the most part, we're doing all right. Listen, you guys, as you all are watching the show, do us all a favor, even yourselves. Make sure you are sharing this show with your DC sports loving family and friends. As you all know, we have a great time on the show, at least recently. Yeah. When everybody's doing good, we have a good time. There's been some sad occasions up here every once in a while. But listen, we know our good folks. We know John knows we have fun. We know Cameron knows that we have fun. So, and everybody else that joins us. But sometimes it gets a little bleak. But not this time. I think we're going to make it. At least through the holidays. We'll get to 2020. So, you guys, let's go ahead and jump right on in. First things first, a couple weeks ago, I mentioned that Howard University football was having some issues. So yesterday it was announced that Howard University has placed head coach Ron Prince on leave as the school completes their internal investigation of the allegations of verbal abuse. So in a statement released by Howard's athletic director, Kerry Davis, it says Howard University is committed to ensuring our athletic programs reflect Howard's core mission and values and to ensuring the well-being and success of all student athletes. So in the interim, Howard's Director of Football Relations, Aaron Kelton, will be the Howard University Bison head coach. So that is an update there. On to better news. I'm not going to say nothing about me just because I went to Hampton. Doesn't mean, listen.
That shit frustration.
All I said was, look, I got a new hashtag. I just report the news. When you don't like something, if something I say just makes you feel some type of way, just remember, I just report the news. What's up, Kitty? What's up, Foot? I see you. I see you online, brother. Thanks for joining us. Let me jump to Bowie State. Bowie State making us proud out here. Have y'all been to a Bowie State University football game yet this season? They out here doing it in a major way. Took Lincoln down, made them look bad, 65-20. They out here, look, BSU is not playing. They have literally beat everybody down all season. And I'm okay with it. I'm here for it. They have clinched the CIAA Northern Division crown for the second consecutive season. As I continue to say, head coach Damon Wilson's doing a tremendous job over there. Shout out to all the coaches, all of the players, all of the parents in the village that support these young men. Keep doing what you do. Bowie State is still hold on. I think they're third in the NCAA Super Region 2 poll. Top 3. That's big.
That is.
That's big. Keep going. Let's see. Hold on. There are 2 other teams from the CIAA in the top 10. That's Virginia State. They're 7, and Virginia Union, they number 8. We're going to show them some love, too. We got to show all of our HBCUs some love. But on this Saturday, Bowie State traveling to Elizabeth City State University in their final regular season game. The CIAA championship takes place next weekend in Salem, Virginia. Where's Salem, Virginia? Does anybody know where that is? I'm being absolutely honest. I have no idea. I know Kenny's saying that Coach Wilson's a stand-up guy. I know that's right. I'm happy for all of them. Happy for all of them. My cousin Glenda has joined us. Listen, you know I had to shout Hampton out. I was being me. But look, Bowie State, keep on striving. Keep on striving. It's all good stuff. After the CIAA championship, the playoffs begin November 23rd. So, of course, you all know we'll keep you updated on where they are. Moving on, I got to move on to the Maryland Terps football. Last week was their homecoming. But it was also the Nats parade, so it was a good day. The sun was shining. It was a lot of fun. But not for them. As Joy is co-signing it, not for them. Because on their homecoming, they lost to Michigan 38-7. That's rough. That's rough. And then who do they have this weekend? The Ohio State University. Lord, let us pray. Whew. Now, okay, to be fair, because you always have to say anything can happen. I mean, it's true. Anything can happen, right? You got to have some faith, and you got to, be strong. Y'all can't see Joy, but look, I be serious. Listen, last year they did take them in double overtime. They only lost, I should say, by a point. They had them on the ropes. Cameron said, "Oh, goodbye, Maryland." So, I mean, listen, come on, everybody. Am I the only one that has some faith in here? Yes, I am the only one. It's okay. Look, I don't know. Just do your best. That's all I can say. I don't have anything. I want to add something of value to this conversation other than goodness gracious. I mean, I have more to say about Ohio State than Maryland from the perspective of, hey, their defensive end, Chase Young. Oh, he's the business. People talking about Chase Young that's the number one college player in the country. And he's got good Lord, he's got 13 sacks, 15 tackles for loss of yardage. I mean, he's just a beast on the defensive line. And the Terps are going to have a not so good, very bad day trying to get that together. The Terps in the Big Ten, right now they have the worst pass defense in the Big Ten. Out of the Big Ten teams, they are at the bottom. The only team below them is Rutgers that they, thank the Lord that they beat. But I think I saw my guy Dante Maynard say that I shouldn't even report this news, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it since I started talking to y'all, that Ohio State is like a 44-point favorite. Ooh, that's a spread. So like they're gonna win by 44 points. That's with the projection, that's the projection. But hey, anything can happen.
See, the Nationals got y'all started out.
See, the Nationals have given us hope. They've given us some hope. On it might start out, what is their saying? Bumpy roads lead to beautiful places. So let's just hope that that's what it's, I don't know, for the Terps. Moving on to Terps basketball, the season just started, but hey, as I mentioned to you about it wasn't last week because I was off the Nats championship, so it must have been the week before, that the Terps basketball ranked number 7, they played Holy Cross last night. They won. Doing well. I mean, it was just the first game. Jalen Smith with 16 points, 11 rebounds. Daryl Morcell off the bench had 15. Defeated Holy Cross 95-71. So they play on Saturday against Rhode Island. So we will be checking them out and tracking them as the season goes on, but still just first game last night, and looking forward to what we will see them do after a very strong year last year. The Caps are on a roll. Caps fans, where are you? Check in. Caps, they doing all right? They always are. The Caps hold strong. Got to shout out my guy Harlan that joined us. The Caps hold strong, but you all know what I do want to bring up really quick about the Caps. Braden Holtby. So y'all know I have a love-hate relationship with Braden Holtby. It's the goalie. Sometimes I love him, and other times I'm like, get him out of here. And so what has happened, he's actually been benched for the past few games. I think they're playing tonight, and he will be in the game. So let's hope he stays in there, because Holtby, he's been here before where he's been benched. But the way he showed up at the end of the regular season in 2018 and all throughout the playoffs to that Stanley Cup run, I was just, y'all know I don't mind eating my words. When I come on here and I drag somebody and then they make me look crazy because they do so well, I'm happy about that. So I'm rooting for Holtby. It ain't like it was before. Before I used to be like, see, told you. But I want him to do well. And I think, it's a poor start for him, but I think he'll get it together. So we'll see what happens, but that's something to continue to watch, Caps fans. What is going on with Holtby? Are we going to see Holt Beast? Is he going to unleash, and is he going to get back into the swing of things? Because offensively, the team is doing very well, very strong. So we'll see what goes on. Got to get into my Mystic soapbox real quick. I got to, I'm going to try to be quick on this. Listen, and it's been a lot of ruckus about, the District of Champions, and they're included in the District of Champions. All I'm saying is we need some more Mystics gear. Where's all the Mystics championship gear? I can still get Caps championship gear. And I ordered a bunch of stuff last week when the Nats won that I don't even really remember purchasing. But they all showing up at my house, and I'm happy that I have it. But I'm like, hardly anything for the Mystics. I don't know who we got to talk to improve the Mystics championship gear situation, but we need more championship gear for our WNBA champions now. We got to treat them better than this. Don't just, come on. Got to just show them some more love. I was kind of disappointed. I like a good mug, championship mug, few sweatshirts, because we're coming up on the winter season, and we're not getting too much of nothing. So whoever we need to talk to about that, help us do better. I'm going to shout out Tina Moore and Randy Hawkins. Thank y'all so much for joining us. I'm jumping to the Wizards. Let me jump to the Wizards. So it's still, again, early in the season. And while I'm talking about the Wizards, I want everybody that's watching to share in the comments what's some positive things that you're seeing right now with the Wizards. They're not coming up with the W's on the side that we like, but there's still some positive things. So I asked the social media family, and here's some of the responses that I got back. Stephen Moy says to me, Candy, there are tons of positive things so far this season. We have a great nucleus of young and hungry talent. You got the resurrection of IT. That's Joy's favorite player. Troy Brown Jr. in his second year. Bertans is just throwing down shot after shot. You got the intense Thomas Bryant throwing down the dunks and blocking shots. We got everybody in place. With that said, I honestly don't think that everyone knows making the playoffs is a very slim chance. The focus this year should be teamwork and gelling together. I like that. Then Joe Cole said scoring is a positive, but defense is trash. Okay, well, we'll stick with the scoring because we're talking about a positive thing, but I thought I'd throw that last part in there because he did say it. Mikey Flash says, the team has the capability to win games. We're just inconsistent. The young players flash an effort. In the NBA, you got to perform winning basketball every night. That is true. Devin Murray says, this team is actually fun to watch. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed watching them, Devin. That was good news. Then I got Tom. He says, Thomas Bryant got really good. So it looks like over the summer, people are loving him. Brian Taylor, Hachimura is legit. My guy Curtis Price. I like Troy Brown's assertiveness, and he looks more comfortable. I like Thomas's energy. I like Rui's upside. I like Bonga's energy. I like the three-point shooting for Bertans off the double screen that they don't run enough. I got to say that because I agree with him on that. And he said that all jumps out at him. Maximus says, Ish Smith off the bench. He likes that. That's a positive. And then Delano Mason says, bright spot, Rui is going to be sharp in 2 years. Look, I said, hey.
LB said Troy Brown Jr.
Troy Brown Jr. Hey, y'all saying, you kind of go, and here's the question that I asked. Here's what I said. I said, listen, we knew this year wasn't going to be the greatest. Right? But there's got to be something that you see that you like. I know a lot of folks, I keep going back to draft night. A lot of folks were very disappointed in the 9th pick going to Rui. But Rui's pretty solid. Rui's good. I mean, he's good. He's good. He's serviceable. I can rock with him. I absolutely can. I like the energy that I'm seeing. They're definitely gelling together, and it's funny. My dad, I asked him, because I talk sports with my father all the time. He really likes Bertans. He really gets a kick out of him. So the effort is there, like John Adams said. Hey, look. Even Sherrod had to end up telling Joy that he does like IT. Right, so God bless him for liking IT. One thing I can always say that I like IT. I understand. Right. I mean, no, because he's happy to be here. And in a town where the basketball organization is frowned upon across the league. And also by the fans, it's it's the truth. So I mean, people don't really. So when somebody says that, the Wizards looked him in the eye and said, "We're gonna give you an opportunity," and he's just grateful that somebody gave him an opportunity, I believe he's gonna put his best, his best foot in his hip and everything else forward. But he's good people. He's good people, and I just, hope for the best. I think they're going to keep gelling, though. I think there's some opportunity there, and it's still very early in the season. We'll be 2 weeks in. They'll be all right. I think they'll be okay. So, exactly what Sharon said. It's not many of those. It's not many people that are like, hey, look, this team believed in me. They gave me an opportunity. Hey, I want to be. I'm happy to be here. And I see the energy. He's a playful guy. He is respected by his teammates, the young guys, and he's already showing the leader and giving the positive just advice, being not, I don't want to say critical, but just giving the right advice. If he sees something, he says something. How about that? But in a good way, in a teaming way. So I exactly right. You got to keep these people around as ambassadors, because we don't get too many positive notes over there in Cap 1 unless you with the Caps.
We almost made it through.
I told y'all, and I share with everybody here, that I said around 7:15, I'm not going to drag anybody tonight. And then, but when the intro came on, I changed my mind. That's all I'm going to say with that. Let's switch to the Nationals. Let's switch to the World Series champs. How was everybody feeling a week later after, the Nats brought the World Series to the town? It's still fresh for me. Joy just said in the room, it's still fresh. It's still fresh for me too. Still fresh. But I went back to my social media family and I asked another question regarding the Nats. Because, hey, I'm kind of like, oh, well, hey, in sports, it's very hard to repeat. It's extremely hard. I believe the last team to repeat as champions were the 2000 Yankees. So we going on, might as well say 20 years since anybody has done a repeat. So for me, like I've told you guys, and this is my story and I'm sticking to it, the Washington Nationals don't have to do a thing else for me. They really don't. Okay. Because you did. See, it's probably good luck for me to drag a team in the beginning of the season, because I talk real bad about them. And then look what happened. So I got to keep that going, honestly. Maybe that's a good luck. But I went to social media, my family, my CWall sports family, and I said, what are 3 things the Nationals must do in the off season? I didn't even say to be competitive or do anything. I just, what must they do? Here's some of the answers that got back. Ron Blackwell says, sign Rendon and Strasburg, fix the bullpen, middle relievers in particular, keep the important role players in the core of this group together. John Adams says, Rendon, bullpen, good bench players who aren't selfish and can buy into what's happening. BJ Lucas says, re-sign Strasburg, re-sign Rendon, solidify the bullpen, preferably the middle relief pitchers. Doolittle and Hudson are straight as late inning and back end closers. I couldn't agree more with that last part. Doolittle and Hudson, that's absolutely, I wholeheartedly agree with that. Dave Thomas says, get Strasburg re-signed. If not, throw an offer at Garrett Cole. Is it Jared or Garrett? I've been calling it. It depends on my mood. He'll be Garrett today. Hopefully that's right. 2 is get Anthony Rendon to agree to an extension. And then Dave even put some numbers down. He's talking about 8 years and $275 million may work. Okay. 3 is shore up the bullpen with reliable talent. Then Frank Smith Jr. re-sign Rendon, re-sign Strasburg, upgrade the bullpen. Hey, listen, I agree with all y'all. That was an easy conversation to have. I'm not even. Listen, y'all have absolutely no disagreements from me. None. Absolutely none. Let's see what happens. Of course, there's rumors circulating. Strasburg wants to go back to his hometown out in San Diego. Of course, people are talking about, well, Rendon wants to go to his hometown in Houston with the Astros. Why? We just beat them. What do you want to go there for? I don't know. Maybe they do. But hey, listen. We know that the Learners have a history of not breaking the bank or not even going to the bank. They've been a little cheap. They've been cheap at times. But hey, listen. They didn't spend that money last year, and we're all glad now that they didn't. All I'm saying is, I think they're going to do what's right. Now, if Strasburg and Rendon don't accept the offer, that is what it is, because they got to try to pay everybody, right? But did you even hear Trey Turner at the rally was like all in favor of signing Anthony Rendon? Say aye. Like, the team wants him there for sure. Strauss, I'm assuming, of course. I mean, it's hard not to love these guys right now, man. I'm telling you. But for all of the top 3 things that was shared, and I don't know if anybody else has shared some of what they think the Nats should do, I'm in agreement. Those middle relief pitchers, if you notice, during the key games in the series, World Series, and leading up to, that's why you had Strasburg and Scherzer like, we just gonna keep going, because them middle relief pitchers would have had us short. We'd have been over there sad last week. if they would have, and Steven Strasburg is like my daggone hero right now, so... Anthony Rendon, as always, he's always my hero, But Strasburg, I'm telling you, in Game 6, that did it for me. Oh, my gosh. Why are y'all talking about the Redskins? So it's a whole conversation about the Redskins going on the chat. And we going to, I understand that. So look, what do y'all want me, does anybody have any
Maz.
I don't know. We got a couple more minutes. What would anybody like to know? It's gonna be open forum right now. Type in your questions, everybody. What questions do you have about the Skins? We all know that Darius Geis is activated, so he'll be set after the bye. I felt like they got a bye, so I should have one too in talking about them. But, hey, here we are. So, no, it's okay. It's okay, Maz. I said, oh, gosh, the people want to talk about the Redskins. Because I was just going to we was going Nats all the way out. We was going to ride it all the way out. But you know what? It's cool. It's all right with me. Does anybody have any? I'm serious. Let's talk. If people have questions for me, definitely drop them in the comments. And I'll just continue to talk. Like I said, Darius Geis has been activated. Trent is now on the non-football injury list. So that can lead to a lot. That means that he can say, that means that Trent, I believe, he can be on the roster and not playing. They wouldn't even release him. And I think even in the most drastic of situations, they could actually not pay him for this season, but the NFL may fight that. And that's not like a Trent Redskins thing. That's just like a formality that he might actually... The possibility of him not getting paid at all for the season would be slim, but it is possible. John asks, how many more games will they win? What?
All the rest.
Joy says all the rest. Take her answer. Next question. Mazday said, do you think they're going to let O'Connell get creative, or I guess, going to keep boring us to death? I don't know what Coach Callahan is doing. I honestly don't know. I just don't know what's happening out there. What I will say is, though, let me say something that is a positive. I want to see what happens with a solid AP and a solid Geis with the run game. I can deal with that. And Wendell Smallwood is serviceable as well. He's very serviceable. So I'm good with that. Other than that, I'm not sure what to make of it. Hey, listen, you got a team that haven't scored a touchdown.
My God.
You've been scoring touchdowns since you were kids. And you and now you what are we doing here? Really? Seriously. If you can't score a touchdown, not one in 3 games, they was better off putting us out there if it was going to end the same way. Because I go out there and not get you no touchdowns. That's all I'm saying.
That wasn't even necessary.
And I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Going down with the ship.
You know, get some. I mean, Joy, you down on the ship. The ship is down. Joy says she's going down on the ship. Well, here you are. yes, you are going down on the ship. Hey, we on it. I mean, you know, hey, you want to see everybody do well, and you want to see everybody do well and stay as healthy as possible, although you know injuries happen. But this is getting bad, and it's getting bad fast. And it was already bad, but this is getting way bad. And they're on a bye week. I know they still did some practicing. They still did some learning. They're not completely off. You know, Coach Callahan was taking this as an opportunity for them to learn, get more in the book, do some more in general. But the game after the bye is the Jets, and the Jets are just as bad as the Redskins. So, you know, do something. Give us two. Give us two. And people still gonna be at the game and cheer. It's still, I mean, hey, we halfway at the season, so we got a few more weeks to go. And you never know, but I can't lie to y'all like that. I care about y'all too much to sit up here and lie in y'all face. So, with that being said, you guys, listen, this was fun. This was good. I knew Joy was gonna end up making me talk about the Redskins anyway. It's okay. It's all right. We should have had the Titanic song queued up on the way out. Oh gosh. So listen, you guys, this is a blast. Thank you so much for joining. Make sure you are sharing the show with your DC sports loving family and friends. I will see you all next Thursday.
You're not on the field, court, or ice. You are on the couch. From PG to DC, this is Coaching from the Couch with your host, CWall. Delivering coverage for all DC sports teams from the hometown perspective. Nats, Skins, Mystics, DC United, Washington Wizards, Caps, Bowie State.
My name's CWall, I'm a PG girl. Down for my skins, I don't know if you heard. If you like watching sports, then I am your girl. Sit down on the couch if you're not on the field. Cold on the ice, pick any sport that you want. Know that I cover it tight. What would you like? From baseball to football and more. The list can go on the whole night. Big shouts out to my HBCU fam. Never forget who I am through the wins and the losses, the highs and the lows. We gotta stay strong, so I stay 10 toes. Make the competition back. The way I kick it, make 'em mad, man. CWall and we live and direct. Sit back on the couch and relax. Come on.